Yo, Fifth, you mentioned yesterday was Eminem's 50th. What do you think, reflecting on him on his 50th birthday, what do you think Eminem's legacy will be, and how often are you guys talking these days?
I think a part of Eminem's legacy is the growth of our culture. People wouldn't buy it if they didn't see where they fit into it. You see what I'm saying? When he comes and he's there and he's a legitimate artist because of his journey. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you look at 8 Mile, you're seeing a black story with a white lead, right? You see him poverty, you see him under circumstances where look at his friends, Proof, D12, everybody's there, and these are real hip hop guys, man. This is why he's a real hip hop guy. And then when that cuts through, it everywhere. I'm in overseas now in Prague. Out here, I can't find if I find somebody that look faintly close to me, a little bit like me, bro. He's a full African person. He'll tell you from Nigeria,
Right, he from Nigeria, straight up.
Mm-hmm.
like that. Ain't gonna be no from America where so it's a different thing. And then when you go around the world with it, it's so many people because he's not at Hot 97. There's no Summer Jam. It's at Jingle Bell.
Right.
C100 the whole time. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like it's Nikki when her skin matches the Barbie.
Wait a minute.
The version of Nikki early on when she's got the pop records all the way in. Now my Nikki's back.
The brown one from Jamaica Queen.
That's right. I like it. Now she got to defend herself.
Well,
She gotta
by
put
the way, she reminded me of you this week. I thought about you with the whole Nikki Lotto thing. I was like, yo, man, is there something in the water in Queens 50 that makes you guys? Because do you see the similarities I'm talking about?
she's like she's been in the environment. She's been bumped around too, bro. It's like
Right.
you look at it, and say it's a female version of it.
Well, yeah,
When
because
when
she had a tough way to go on the come up, man. She had to do this herself, and she remembers a lot of people didn't embrace her or early on. And 50 has that same thing where once it ain't no love, it ain't no love. It ain't even no getting back. Right.
because you look at it and you go, the first time that you have this issue, if I don't understand what your motivation was, why should I think I can fix it? Some people have this thing that like if from across the street, if the person looks at them and they feel like, oh, you think you're like this, or like they just have this perception of you. They can say, oh, she thinks she's cute. She comes in here with her hair like this, and you like, what? I just did my hair like that. I'm not even thinking like that. But if that's their perception of you, I go let that be their perception over there. And as long as it don't come close enough to me to make me uncomfortable, I'm fine with it. You know what I mean? But
Well, and then
some
you add
people,
another layer, which is if you're feeling froggy, jump. And then
good.
if they look at you funny, then you might egg them on to see if they really want smoke. And
Yeah,
then
I want to see. Yeah, you want to see because you look and go. If you're not paying attention, bro, it may happen without you seeing it.
right. So you put it
That's
on.
all.
You make sure the spotlight is on it, so that you can pay
Yeah,
attention to it.
I go look, Joe. Me and Fat Joe's issues was his loyalty. He can be loyal to a default. Then when you go after the time goes by and you look at it, you go, wait, what? There was no problem. He was just being loyal to them because they made music.
Mhm.
And then later, in different stages in your career, you can see that and go, that's really ain't about nothing. So what you continue to pursue that for? And it's not when we have the was it Chris Lighty passing was the point that everything came together with that. And I'm like, yo, he's probably a more valuable friend than the people that were friends before that because he's conscious of me. You see what I'm saying? He won't allow us to go back into that space, because you know what I'm saying? Like he goes, nah, I ain't doing that. Like, chill. Or quote him, let him know I'm like this. Like, I'm gonna say this because I'm cool. I'm cool with them from here. You know what I'm saying? But so he's just a little more. The explanations that things that look, I would expect Nas to just give me a call on certain things, right? I don't get the call, but he's just an art. He's an artist. He's such an artist that you get some of the stuff that he do. You don't really get an answer for it. It's just him being creative. He's not being doing the things the business or the street people would do. You know what I'm saying? And then there's like when he do the Supreme Team docuseries, I know that that's about his fascination is with them being God body. You see what I'm saying? Like that part of it is what connects him to their experience. But this is what makes me, feel like I don't have to get him for even doing it. You see what
Well,
I'm saying?
because
Yeah?
you trust the reason he did the Supreme Team doc had nothing to do with you.
Right.
It had everything to do with his perception of Queens and et cetera, et cetera.
And I love him. I love Nas.
Right.
He's really the one. He's really the one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like he is the guy that the lyrical, the one when we was figuring out how to do it. Even though we was doing shit we wasn't supposed to do while he was doing the music.
Right.
So by the time we figure out how to actually put it into the music correctly, is when my run is happening. You see what I'm saying?
And you was able to see it clearer. You're saying you was able to see it clearer because of Nas.
Yeah. Like even the rules that I gave them when we went out on tour. I said, look, if Bangum Smurf, all these different dudes around there, they're not listening to what I've just told you. I said, I'm not accepting any internal conflict. That comes from Nas. Nas had a show set up, Central Park. He was supposed to perform in Central Park, and he came with all the Queensbridge dudes, right? And he wasn't able to perform. All the excitement, everybody want to see it. And he wasn't able to perform because the Queensbridge dudes was fighting other dudes from Queensbridge.
Mm.
And I'm like, that don't work. It don't work like that. We gotta have fight the people that are uncomfortable with the success we have. Don't fight each other. I don't want to go to wake because my man shot my man last night. You see what I'm saying? Like that. And you're going, we ain't even getting into it with nobody else. We're getting into it just because the uncomfortability of seeing somebody have something around, because not all of us is going to get the bag at the same time, bro. So you look at it, and when he's shining right now, let him do his thing. Come on. Ain't he from here? He's from us. So go with him and have a good time. Don't have no, you know what I mean, like that. Like Mobb Deep, they didn't even have issues with people. They got robbed at the Tunnel Wills Worm from Queensbridge.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? The issues is internal issues.
I was gonna say that's supposed to be their people.
Yeah, it affects them the way they look worldwide, but the issue is really with somebody from their neighborhood. It's from their circle.
Which is that crabs in a barrel. Somebody else is hot for the moment, so you want to embarrass them to make it look like you got power over the situation.
You went in, you ain't get me in. Wait till we come out. That energy, and I'm like, nah, I'm not even gonna allow that to come with us.
Glossed over how you just recently admitted that in the last segment you said it was your fault. You and Fat Joe beefing, which led to New York hip hop losing its momentum at that time. You admitted it. I have audio.
See, look, that's not what I said, bro. You trying to spend everything now. Like that, me and Fat Joe having issues was based on his loyalty. He can be loyal to a default. And he caused that, right? At that point, because he was doing little things that I'm seeing him be slightly uncomfortable with the success I'm having. Right? And then when you look at really the only person that could have affected New York City music at that time period would have been the program director that plays the music at the radio station.
So now
it all comes around.
But you were the best songwriter and the best music maker in the city at the time.
All you gotta do is tell me.
And people.
All you have to do is tell me who helped me. You saying I could have helped them? Who helps me, bro?
We all helped you, Mr. C, Flex.
Oh, they all of these, yes. And you see me show nothing but respect to them for that, because they played the music, and I needed that to reach the people in that time period. Now, but when you say, when I'm saying to you specifically, is when you mention those artists, me not going to write songs with those artists or doing music with them that would
nobody wanted to work together for fear of having problems at the time, which slowed down our ability as a city to grow the music scene.
There was a lot of people to work with. Look, okay, so why does everything in the city